What's up guys, Kelly McKay here, aka HVAC Millionaire, right here on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, hit the like button, and leave me a comment below. Today I'm gonna get right into this, no fluff. We're talking about the 10 things that we've got to implement in our businesses to grow. If you've been stagnant or you're having struggles with growing your company, I'm hoping one of these things is gonna ring a bell, spark some interest in you to say, hey, I don't have that, I need to focus on that. And that's what this video is for. So number one is calls. There's two major types of calls. The first one is offensive calls. That is during the off season when you have to go out and get calls to get on your calendar so you can go make money. You've got to have that. You got to have the ability to do that. And that could be you if you're still a very small company, or this is a job that could be delegated to a dispatcher or a CSR to do that for your company, to make sure that that call board stays full. And then there's defensive calls during the busiest times of the year. Sometimes we have to get just a little bit picky on which calls we're gonna do and which calls we're not, or what order to put the calls in. Number two, maximizing the calls that you get. Once those calls are booked and the technician, whether that's you or someone else, goes out to the call, we've got to maximize that call. Because if we don't maximize the call, we're not maximizing the amount of revenue that we can make. And the business exists for one sole reason, which is to make money. So we have to focus on that. If we don't focus on that, we don't have a business. Trust me, I've lost my focus many times during my career and during the 14 years of owning my business. Lost focus several times. And anytime that happened, we stopped making money. If we stop making money, then it gets stressful and it's no fun anymore. So the number one priority always is to make money. Number three, measuring the performance of those calls. You're not even gonna know if you're maximizing those calls if you're not looking at what happened on every single call. And once you begin to do that, you're gonna see patterns and you're gonna see holes, and that's going to allow you to make adjustments to improve those calls. Number four, efficiency. There's numerous ways to become more efficient. The worst one of them all is to sell a job, an equipment replacement job, and not have all the material when you get out on the job. Now, this can happen occasionally, but it should not be happening weekly or even monthly. So that's the biggest efficiency thing. There's numerous other things, and I'm not gonna get into because I wanna keep this video to a minimum. Number five is your financials. From day one, you should have a CPA or a bookkeeper that's doing your financials so you can look back at last month, once you finish a month, and find out, did I make money or did I not? That way you can make adjustments. And that way it's not some guessing game until the end of the year when your taxes get done. You need to know immediately. And if you have neglected this part of it, you could already be in IRS trouble. That's the last thing I want for you. I did that, I went through it, it's not fun, and they are relentless. So be sure that you have your financials in order, not just for paying your taxes, but also to keep score, because that is your scorecard as a business owner. You're not a technician anymore. Get that out of your head. You're not an installer anymore. You're not a salesman anymore. You're a business owner, and your scorecard is the financials. You're gonna look at revenue, gross profit, expenses, net profit, and we're gonna mimic what other businesses have done that are successful, those that are making 15, 20, 25, 30% net profit, because there's no reason to reinvent the wheel in this category. Next is your culture. So that could be a culture of one or a culture of many. We have to focus on this. It takes time and attention. And if you are busy running calls all the time and you've got 2 or 3 team members, then your culture might be a little out of whack. And so we need to fix that immediately. That way we can continue to grow the business and add more people, and not only add more people, but actually attract people to come to us. Number 7 is training, specifically your training. You've got to increase your skills and ability and your knowledge in order to get better. Because when you increase your knowledge and stuff, then everyone around you gets better. You'll wind up having a better relationship, better fitness, a better mindset, and that is all going to influence those around you to want to do better for themselves as well. So you have to take training. You have to develop yourself. And then, of course, your team's training. It's extremely important to stay up to date on everything that's going on with our industry, which is constantly changing. It's important to train the people who come into your business who don't have the knowledge that you have. You've got to continue to pass that knowledge on so they can learn what you've learned. And so they'll serve the customers the way that you would like them to be served. Training is never ending and nonstop, and you have to train. Number 8 on the top 10 things to focus on to grow your business, you got to focus on yourself. Believe it or not, you know, we're giving so much service to all the people around us, including maybe our team members, but you have needs, and you have to stop thinking that it's an either or proposition. Like, I can either be a good father and husband or run a successful business. You can't think that way. You have to start thinking both and. So I can do both. I can be I can be there for my family and run a successful business. I can keep myself in shape and eat healthy and run like crazy, you know, through the summer to get to everybody that needs our service. It's a both and situation. People who don't take care of those things are one-dimensional people. And you see it all the time in business. People just literally neglect everything else but their business. And I don't want that to happen to you. I went through periods in my business where that happened to me, and nothing good comes from it, only pain. So, especially if you love your spouse and the last thing you really want to do is hurt them. You know, the very reason that you go to work every day is to serve them, you know, and to ensure that you take care of them and your family. So start thinking of that as both and. Be a multi-dimensional being, one who can handle all of those things. Make sure that you have your needs met. Number 9, serving the right clients in the right market. You know, I believe wholeheartedly, it's not a belief, it's a fact. This is why when I built the course 7 Figures in 7 Weeks in any market, that's the key word, in any market. Markets make a huge difference on the amount of growth or how fast your growth can come. It's not that you can't do a lot of things to your business to grow, without question. And you can do that in any market with the right knowledge. But it can be much simpler if you moved 30 miles away or if you moved to a different state. The bottom line is, if you're in the right market, the right place, right time, it's going to be far easier to grow your business. However, I don't want that to in any way stop you from doing what you need to do to grow your business. And that's why I made that course. Number 10 thing that has to be changed in order to grow your business, or what you need to focus on, is your story and your beliefs. This goes back to kind of number 8, which you got to make sure your needs are met, and you got to improve yourself, like number 7, the training. But I'm talking about separating yourself personally in the marketplace that you're in. There's different beliefs in serving the customers and serving your team, and specifically your story for your business and for your life. If you focus on those things, there are some core values that you are truly is part of who you are. And if you share that in the right way with the customer, you're going to instantly create more connection, which is going to create more sales, because we all know that people buy things from people they know, like, and trust. And there are specific strategies and ways to be able to communicate that to people that can really touch them and instantly create a connection between you and your customers. So it's highly important to focus on to grow your business. Team members have their own stories too, so they can go out and crush it with their own stories. So of course, we need a plan. We need a business plan of some kind. Even if it's up here, the vision that's in your head, it's good to get this stuff written on paper. We need strategies, we need processes, just overall structure, which help create a solid foundation from which to grow. Hiring, sometimes firing people, these are just extra things. But the bottom line is, if you're not focusing on all these things, or you have no idea where to start, get a coach. And I'm here to coach you here in HVAC Millionaire Coaching. If you're not sure where to start, or you feel stuck in your business, book a call with me and let's talk and see if the coaching program that I have, HVAC Millionaire Coaching, would be a good fit for you or not. And we'll go from there. Otherwise, take these things and learn everything you possibly can about them, and expand your knowledge and expand your growth, expand your influence, expand your team, and grow something that's worth something. You know, one of the saddest things that I see is when people are you know, they're just no longer able to physically work in the field anymore because this work is hard. It's really hard on the body, and eventually your body breaks down as you get older. Those people oftentimes wind up just selling everything off, and they get pennies for what it could have been worth if they would have actually even spent the last 5 years growing. If you're looking to ever exit your business, growth is going to be key to getting the maximum amount of money out of your business when you do sell it, or to make it sellable. Guys, if you need anything, hit me up, hvacmillionaire@gmail.com. That's it for now. Go make money. Boom.